So I've been going on this journey of heart opening and mind opening, and it has not been easy. This last year has been the most amazing and the most challenging year of my whole life. Higher highs than ever before, by far. So much great life experience and connection with people and with myself, and just the good stuff that we all want. And then the lowest lows, plumbing the depths of pain, intense feelings coming up, creating all kinds of confusion. There are times there are thoughts like, am I going crazy? Am I going crazy? And then the other part's like, no, you're not going crazy, because this is awesome and it feels so good and so right. And there's more love in my heart than ever, ever, ever before. And there's no doubt. There is no doubt. For those of you who've been following me on my journey the last 2 years or so, you know, I get lots of messages and comments that it's like people just don't know what to make of it. And I don't know what to make of it sometimes too. But the only thing that rings through it all and shines through so bright is that there is more love here, more openness here. I can see other people in a new way, and I realize I couldn't see other people before because I couldn't see myself. I've always been pretty outgoing and charismatic, and I think people have always seen me as a good person who means well. But feedback that I've gotten from people is also that in the past and at times now, my passionate energy kind of gets in the way of me seeing other people and knowing other people and drawing other people out. And that has changed so much. I'm happy now to just sit in a room with people and to hear them and to just look in their eyes and know them, because I see people as good now. And people have asked me, what is this shift that you've gone through, or what was the change? And it's been really complex and really kind of all over the place and searching and seeking. I think what we're all seeking for, peace and love and just feeling like we're home. And the biggest change for me, if I sum it up very succinctly, is just the simple change in that I used to see people and myself as inherently bad, or at our essence not trustworthy, broken, animalistic, or the original sin that makes everybody bad from the start. And I lived that way for 35 years. And then one day, the beginning of this searching progress or process, I was sitting on an airplane, and I had been doing a lot of work. I'd gotten into some repressed emotions and stuff inside me that I didn't even know was there. I had been working with a business coach, and my business was really just starting to take off, and I had resources to start surrounding myself with people who could help me grow. And I didn't know what I was getting myself into at all, but I knew I wanted more out of life. I knew that things weren't as good as they could be. And I just said, I can't settle for this. My marriage was sinking in the quicksand, and I just felt kind of dead. And I had to come to grips with that. And so, it's a long story, but I'll keep it short. The coach that I worked with helped me get into some emotions that I didn't even know were there. I had no idea. I was completely numb and completely blind to what was going on, really going on inside me. And once that cracked open, all this emotion came up, and sadness and anger and joy, and it was like this explosion of a part of me that I didn't even know existed. And so, sitting on the airplane after that had started to happen, one day it dawned on me. Whatever God is, which I don't claim to know, I know that whatever it is, he, she, it, loves me unconditionally. That was like the only thing that I knew at that point. The only thing that felt so right, so deep down, was that whatever it is, it's okay with me. It loves me unconditionally. And then it just dropped into my mind that if I'm loved unconditionally, then I can be who I am and follow my heart and follow my feelings and let them guide me. And it was this realization that I think my feelings are my guiding system towards peace and love and happiness. And I had been taught, just through growing up in the culture that I did, we have been taught that who we are is not trustworthy, that people aren't inherently good, and people need to be molded into good citizens and good people. And so the shift for me has just been, boom, it dropped that day. If I'm loved unconditionally and I can be who I am, and that will take me to peace and joy and happiness, which it has, then the same is true for other people. And other people are good. Other people are beautiful and valuable and interesting and exciting. And so all skepticism and worry and distrust for people in the world around me just shifted to curiosity. Yeah, so now life is curious instead of something to be afraid of. And it's been amazing. It's been amazing. Not easy, but amazing. The last couple weeks have been very hard, actually. A lot of conflict in here and in here. But what rings through it all, and there's just no doubt, is that just keep going. Keep going. You're going the right way. You're following your intuition. And intuition is the call towards love. And that's what we all want. It's what every song on the radio is about. It's what most every movie is about. It is the human theme. We want love. And when we think we've lost it, we search for it, and we're always searching for it in other people. But all of that eventually, at some point, just points us back to ourselves. If you see yourself as good, the love for yourself builds and grows and flowers. And it can't help but then be projected into the world around, seeing other people as good and beautiful. And in that space, and when people feel that love and they feel, hey, this guy gets me, this guy knows me, he sees me, the connection that's there is just, it's what it's all about. It's what this whole thing is all about. And I didn't know that before. I thought I had things figured out. My business was doing great. I had a beautiful family. On paper, everything was perfect. But in here, it just felt caged, confused. So I'm going to play a song here, an original song that I wrote back when I was in dental school. And it was during a time when I was really questioning God, questioning my faith, just questioning. It was about really looking at Jesus and looking at his life. And in my confusion and doubt, I was thinking, how could so many people be around such an amazing man and not really believe him and believe that there was something there. Now I see the whole story very different, but the feeling that was there for me back when I was contemplating this was just, is everything that my life is based on real? Like, where's the abundant life that I was promised? It's a little squirrel jumping through the woods. Wow. And so this song captures the frustration and the seeking and the longing and knowing there's more, but not knowing where it is. And then there's this part in the song about 2/3 of the way through where it quiets down. And it's hope shining through all the confusion. It's this light that's just saying things are going to be okay. Even though right now you're really having a lot of angst, things are going to be good. And I feel like that light that was shining back then has been realized now. And things aren't perfect at all, by any means. But there's just no doubt anymore that I'm good, and so are you. And we can love and live and express ourselves through whatever we want to do. And the universe or God or whatever you want to call it has our back. The fears that we have of death and losing all of our money or not having enough money or not having a significant other, they feel real when they're there. And they are real in that sense. But what Jesus and Buddha and all the other ones were talking about to me was this idea of when you go inside and find yourself, you realize it's all connected and it's all good. It's all for us. We are for us. We would never hurt ourselves. And the pain and fear and frustration that shows up, it's part of this great human story. But love is the winner. And we just have to go inside and find it, and it just blossoms. But you can do whatever you want. That's what's great about this place now. Is I went through a period where I felt like I had to tell everybody, and what I was experiencing was so powerful. I wanted the people I loved to know about it. And everybody on Facebook, I just wanted people to know because it's so real, so exciting. And then it's just transitioned to this, people, if they want to know what I'm doing and what changes have gone in with me, I'll share all day long. But people are fine just the way they are. No one needs to change. No one needs to change. That's the unconditional love. And sometimes I lose sight of that. And that's cool too. So this song is called Namecalling, and it was light for me in a time of darkness, and so I'd like to share that with you.
Last thing I remember, could you see it from the start? I close my eyes, tell me how to get there. I'll just wait for you. Set the stage, which way will I go? I'm standing by the sea. If I were them and you had come to take me far, far from here, oh no, I've heard him. He's called me by name. be the same. I'll never be the same. I'll never be the same. Oh, I'll never be the same. It's called me by name. 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 Oh, I know I've heard him. He's called me by name. I'll never be the same. I'll never be the same.